Pray or pray. This is going to be something a lot of people may not like to hear, but so be it. I talked about this once before, but I'm going to broach it again. And what I mean by pray is they say a lot of young people are leaving the church. And people act like they don't know why. Let's just say something straight out, flat out. A kingdom built on lies cannot stand. Built on plagiarism cannot stand. Built on labeling people that you know nobody's greater than the other or anything like that. But we have to be honest about what exists. There are recessive genes, there are dominant genes. Okay? Pray. A lot of people tell you you should pray, and I'm wondering if they're talking about if you should be prayed on. Because honestly, see, the thing that I hold in the greatest respect, the entity that I hold in the greatest respect, doesn't need money, doesn't need me at all. In fact, I need that entity. I need the creator of all creations. I don't need no made up person or thing to pray to and somebody to guide me to that thing who's praying on me. You see, most people don't want to tell the truth, but I don't see any poor politicians. I don't see any poor theologians. I don't see any poor educators. I'm talking about the people who supposedly tell you the things that you're supposed to know in order to get through this world, but they don't teach you about finance except for in certain situations and certain families, the ones who possess that knowledge. The rest of us, we have to be in the water with the sharks. Let me just say this to you, because see, we have to really be honest about the foundation of this country and the foundation of your knowledge, the foundation of your beliefs. Plagiarism, the practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them on as if they're yours. Labeling, social theory, concept of labeling people or group that shape their reality and force them to conform to an incorrect image. Plagiarism. You tell us, especially in the Bible, they said black and comely. You understand? I don't know why anybody should be ashamed of being black. You understand? African. You should not be ashamed of being anything that you were created to be. But when people lie and take and steal and mistreat other people in order to gain the world, in order to be the ones who actually prey on those people and everybody. You see, it used to be just black people that preyed on, okay? And people of color. I'm not going to, but I have to lean toward me because, people must think we stupid. A lot of us may act stupid, but no, I'm going to be with my people too. The Indians be with the Indians. Europeans be with the Europeans. Asians with the Asians, I'm going to be with mine, even though it feels like jumping off a cliff and not knowing if water is down there or not. It feels like you get sold out every day. The gatekeepers, they don't have no chains on them no more, but you got Representative Hunt sitting up in that, just because they have a little money, they want to be with the in crowd. The in crowd is the same people who take and tell you and give you grades, failing grades for plagiarism and things like that, when the biggest plagiarizers are the Europeans. Now, you get mad at me for that? Go ahead. Do your research. And while y'all doing your research, I want you to get down to the DNA, genomes, and all of that. You understand? And find out exactly where history is. And it's looking right at you. But hey, a lot of times we shame of our past. A lot of times we go along with social theories that label us, and we become what they label us. I'm going to tell you something right now before this cuts off in 10 minutes. I will probably never be monetized on YouTube or this platform simply because some people don't like what I say. But I always ask them, when they decide that they are going to pull me to the side and tell me that I have broke a community rule or something like that, and the only rule that I broke was the one that's unwritten, the one that tells me I'm not supposed to talk about certain things. I'm not supposed to tell you that you're on your knees praying, you understand, to something that's not greater than you. They just told you that. You don't want to be really faithful and true to the true creator. You got more creator in you than the person who you go to see every Sunday who tells you what you want to hear. Then you leave out of there, you turn the TV on, and you go to Fox, CBS, ABC, and they tell you some more of look like what you want to hear, which is not the truth. They're just telling you things to make you form an opinion, to make you comfortable, to make you believe that you with them. But you'll never be with them unless you're part of the 1%. When we as a people become what we've been labeled, it makes us weaker. Oh, but James Brown said loud, I'm black and I'm proud. But don't you realize something? This is what y'all hate the most. And see, this is the way I see it. Y'all all black. You're pink, yellows, your greens, or whatever you want to call it, you're all black. And you might as well say it loud, black and proud. Go back in your closet and drag grandmama and great-great-great-great-grandmama out of there and look at the truth. I don't care if you got hazel eyes, googly eyes, blonde hair, whatever. Search your heart, your soul, and your spirit, and the records for the truth. Stop believing in all the lies. Stop being the prey. And pray to something that can help you. Now, I don't know the truth about creation or anybody else. Nobody was there. So all that written word and everything else they talk about, how you gonna know if that's the truth? Nobody was there to see it.